Silence. Awareness. Lots of thoughts go around our heads every day, and we don't even know what we're thinking half at the time. The question is that thought something positive or is that thought something negative? No one really stops to think and ask themselves, what are they thinking? Silence. Living in a world of technology, fast-paced, tweet, post, Instagram. Silence. Awareness. Not knowing that the very power you have is your own thought. Your thought is what creates the thing. Your thought is what makes you do the thing. The flip side to that is the thought also makes you not do the thing. From birth to the age of 6, lots of statements, experiences were downloaded into your own mind. Most of you are probably unaware of what that was. And we tend to grow up through the years not knowing what is actually running our own human computer. I've seen so many people try to move forward in their lives and they can't do it. They make an attempt, they stop, they quit. All because of lack of information about themselves. Lots of young people in this room today. One thing I'll say to you is, if you study yourself and study thought at a very young age, you'll probably be a lot better off at a very younger age, instead of wasting X amount of years of your life. Everyone put your hand on your heart, please. I want you to feel your own heartbeat. Are you there? Can you feel it? Can you feel your heartbeat? That means you are worthy. You are here. The heart is not just to pump blood around the body. The heart is your intelligence. The heart knows pretty much everything that you love. So many people's dreams don't even happen because it gets squashed at such a young age. And as you grow up, those thoughts and those dreams, they float above to your consciousness, and then automatically you kick it out the way and say, I can't do that. I want to talk to you about perception. That's all it is. Is it a problem? Is it a solution? It's your choice. Because you are the thought. You control it. I think that people need to understand truly how powerful they really are. The world ain't gonna tell you this. They'll tell you you're weak, you can't do that, you're not a celebrity, forget about it. But you've just felt your heartbeat, so you know that's a complete lie. Because the universe, or God, whatever you believe in, did not create something without a purpose. So this thing called perception, what we want to do is discover truth about ourselves. And when we discover truth about ourselves, you'll find your confidence, you'll find your love, you will find that you are worthy no matter what age that you are. It's not too late. It's not, oh, I'm coming up to the age of 30. Oh, I don't know, this is my last chance. No, it's not. It doesn't matter what age you are, because you can have it all right now. What is this thing that's called my perception? Who I be is what I see, my perception. What I see is who I be, my perception. It all comes down to who I be and what I see. What is this thing that's called my perception? What I see is who I be, my perception. Who I be is what I see, my perception. It all comes down to what I see and who I be. Okay. Mirror, mirror on the wall, did you ever think to liberate should have been your cause? I'm tired of the frustration, tired of segregation. Nothing pisses me off more than the misinformation that they teach to the youth then. Poisoning minds and teaching them to shoot them. I'm done with this. Generations after generations running the same program, manipulating biological genes of man. I know it's complicated, we've been oppressed for years and we've been dominated. I'm done with this. I'm running this, and now I study this. Use the power of the Neo, I'm in front of this. To take that, reverse back your Willy Lynch syndrome. You're messing with perceptions and the frequency system. I see ya, wouldn't wanna be ya. Cause and effect, swing right to the left. What is this thing that's called my perception? What I see is who I be, my perception. Who I be is what I see, my perception. It all comes down to what I see and who I be. What is this thing that's called my perception? What I see is who I be, my perception. Who I be is what I see, my perception. It all comes down to what I see and who I be. Is it a bird or a plane? Spoken word, I get the word out again. The one you already get the word out the telly. They always on your celly, they got ya. Oh, they got ya. No vision, you perish. That's the bottom line. Upset, brain dominate, head, shoulders, knees, toes, legs. To get to know how you think, how you're hardwired. Reprogram your neural pathways and firewire. I slap the knowledge like I smack you in the red ear. Leave you with a new ringtone. Clear? Backtrack is admitted in my no fear realm. Speak your word and smile in my no fear realm. Extra, extra, read all about it. Truth, I got truth, proof, read all about it. So don't be coming with your flat nonsense. It's all about what I see in my conscience. It's called my perception. Who I be is who I be, my perception. Who I be is what I see, my perception. It all comes down to what I see and who I be. What is this thing that's called my perception? What I see is who I be, my perception. Who I be is what I see, my perception. It all comes down to what I see and who I be. Wake up and smell the coffee. Your brain dead, positive and negative. Recharge your brain stem, face them in order to erase them. This ain't no joking. They're constantly provoking and they pimping your legacy, sucking all your energy, telling you you'll never be the one you are ready. Evacuate the paradigm, reboot a light speed, leaving things behind, focus on the high energy. So boldly go when no man has come before. Hit you in the kundalini, twitching all on the floor. Mister, your third eye is blind. This ain't no Specsavers, if you seek you'll find. With the mind, the process of manifestation, soul elevation, mind penetration. Sages done told you this. Frontal lobe, observe and get a hold of it. You in the driver's seat, ha, my perception. What I see is who I be, my perception. Who I be is what I see, my perception. It all comes down to what I see and who I be. What is this thing that's called my perception? What I see is who I be, my perception. Who I be is what I see, my perception. It all comes down to what I see and who I be. Ha, my perception, say it with me. Ha, my perception, say it with me. Now, my perception, it all comes down to what I see and who I be. Ha, my perception. What I see is who I be, my perception. Who I be is what I see, my perception. It all comes down to what I see and who I be.